Hello everyone, this is Megan and welcome to another Sims game thing. Well, this one I've been wanting to do for a while, but I wanted to start it when I would be able to record. I'm still going to do the Super Sim challenge, but this one is a little bit different. This is a bit more storytelling. It's it's what I'm calling the Disney Princess Legacy Challenge. And of course, we're going to be starting with the first princess, as you see, Snow White. I It took me a little bit. I had a picture of Snow White, the cartoon, next to me, so I could try to create as close of a look-alike as I could. So while the video is running at a fast speed, I'll go through the Snow White challenge. I'll read through that. I won't read through all of the challenges. I'll specifically read through them once I get to those princesses. So the Snow White challenge. Um, she is good, cheerful, and childish. Aspiration, the family, big happy family. She will live in a cottage, which you will also see me build in this video. She'll find a boyfriend and husband. She will have 7 kids. The gender does not matter, but they will be named as such: Doc, Grumpy, Happy, Sleepy, Bashful, Sneezy, and Dopey. They will have specific colors coordinating each of them. Doc will be red, Grumpy will be brown, Happy will be orange, Sleepy will be green, Bashful will be blue, Sneezy will be yellow, and Dopey will be purple. They will all have their own specific personalities to them. Doc will be independent with the aspiration of knowledge. Have a nerd brain. He'll also have genius, bookworm, and geek. They'll be added once they grow up. They'll have different traits. Grumpy will be fussy with an aspiration of deviance, public enemy. He'll be gloomy, hot-headed, and mean. Happy will be angelic, aspiration, love, soulmate. He'll be cheerful, outgoing, and self assured. I say he, it could also be a girl, it doesn't matter. Oh, before I continue this is where you'll start seeing the cottage being built here. Okay, continuing on with the challenge goals. Sleepy will be inquisitive, aspiration, nature, angling ace. Sleepy will be lazy, clumsy, and a slob. Bashful will be a charmer, aspiration, popularity, friend to the world. Bashful will be good, loner, and cheerful. Sneezy will be clingy, aspiration, creative, best-selling author. Squeamish, unflirty, hates children. Dopey will be silly, aspiration, popularity, joke star. Goofball, childish, and clumsy. And then when the dwarf is a child, the dwarf child becomes adult, they will move out. After 7 children, continue for a girl. If Snow White has a boy, then it'll be randomly named and have random traits. But once she has a girl, the girl will be named Cinderella. She'll be pink until she becomes an adult, then her colors will be blue. Cinderella will be angelic with an aspiration of love, which would be a soulmate. Her traits will be neat, good, and foodie. And then once Cinderella is a child, the Cinderella challenge will begin. So that's where that will you'll once Cinderella becomes a child, then I'll read her challenge and what pertains for her. But yeah, this is me building the cottage. I had the picture of the cottage from Snow White next to me while I was creating this. I had a hard time finding a good wall color for the outside because it's got that style to it that, if I remember, I'll put a picture here in this area. One moment. I'll try to do it now. This is what it looks like in the movie, and those beams around the windows and such, there's no good paint for that, and I tried recreating it with some uh, columns, but I don't know how to do that without adding specific custom content to create that look, unless it's from a pack that I just don't have right now. But I'm not going to add custom content just for the sake of doing this. I'll add custom content. I do have custom content in my games, as you might notice when I play if you're a Sims connoisseur. But I'm not going to add it specifically for this, just because I don't think it's that necessary. I mean, it looks decent in the end, so I don't think it needed it. But anyways, I love watching speed builds of Sims things because it's just interesting to watch. And while I watch and I talk to you guys, I'm also eating spaghetti with meatballs. Fox just finished his grooming session a few minutes ago. When I said his name, he looks at me. Um, he did really well. They said that he did really well. He was just very vocal, and I'm like, yep, that's Fox for you, because he is scared. He is scared of people. In general, he is scared of people. He's not scared of me. He wasn't scared of my roommate when she was here. But he's just, I think, because I got him when he was 2 from PetSmart, but PetSmart brings him in from like local shelters with cats. And I think he was probably in a home previous to me. And I don't know what happened. But yeah, he's just, I think what happened is that they wanted him as a kitten, but once he grew older, they didn't want him anymore. That's my guess. There's no telling what the actual reasoning is because I wasn't informed when I got him, because I don't think they knew. I don't think the PetSmart employees knew what his backstory was. You want food, don't ya? You're watching me eat my spaghetti and meatballs. Hmm? Hmm? Here. I keep a little plate of his food next to me so that if he begs, I can give him his food, not mine. Here. Yeah, get that. Yeah. And I wanted to make sure that the inside of this cottage, as I'm looking at the video right now, I wanted to make sure it was small because, I mean, it's a cottage. Even though it's going to have a lot of the kids in it, I wanted to make sure that it was, nice and cozy for them. Oh, Fox is back for more, so I guess. Yeah, okay. I love when he runs for it, but he doesn't see where it's going, so he runs in like a different direction. And he gets so confused when he can't find it. And it's like, well, if you watch where it's actually going instead of just running, you'll find it. My boopy. Yep. I decided to make everything as, you know, kind of plain as possible on the inside, just because I'm gonna add things to it. And back in the time when Snow White kind of takes place, there isn't much, you know, for walls and such yet. It's not the style. And I do add a lot of like trinkets and such to, especially the kitchen. The kitchen has a lot of little. I'm gonna add a lot of shelves. This is a shelf that I see um YouTuber Miss Griffey use a lot. I think that's how you pronounce her name. She uses this, and you can put things. You have to do it in a specific way because otherwise, if you just put it on the table, it'll lock to a specific point on the table. But I want to move things around so that it looks more like clutter. Because I feel like in a place like this, where in a cottage that's small and cozy, there'd be a lot of clutter because there's gonna be a lot of Sims in it eventually. But I do like how this kitchen. I like how this cottage turns out. It's really cute. Yep. Just watching to see when I put things down. Well, one thing I did too that I didn't say when it happened. Oh, bless you, baby. Fox just sneezed. Um, One thing I didn't say that I did before. All the for the flooring, the everything on the ground floor is stone, and then the second floor is wood, because in old cottages typically you would have the stone be on the first floor, and then everything else above would be wood, because it'd be real hard to get the stone would be really heavy. That's mostly what I'm trying to say. It would be really heavy. And I like that little picture of an apple, because again, this is Snow White, the Snow White challenge, so the apple, is very fitting. This is really good pasta. Oh, yep, someone's watching me. There's another little piece of food. Go. And it'll be a lot easier to see everything in here once I get the lights in. I can tell that it's a bit dark in the recording. It wasn't too dark when I was putting things in, like from a playing perspective, but yeah, it's a little dark right now as I'm watching the playback. I like adding plants. A lot of Sims people understand the whole adding plants thing. It puts more stuff in a space. And I also wanted to make sure it was naturey as possible. Yeah, here comes the lights. Naturey as possible because, cottage in the woods. And I thought it'd be cute to have like different colored chairs and different styled chairs around the table. Because again, like I think it's adorable. It's just cozy little cottage. I, I didn't want a TV in here because, again, cottage in the woods, but I did add what is it? Over here you'll see when I did upstairs first. Yeah, I added toddler things in here. I didn't add kid things yet because the babies will come with bassinets, but the toddlers would need their stuff. That thing. Um, is it a record player? I can't remember. I think it is. I added those cute lights for outside. And I love like the multi-rugged rugs. I have a feeling, you can kind of see it when I'm building things and putting things in, that that big tree that's next to the cottage is going to anger me when I'm playing, so it might end up disappearing or moving during gameplay, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. I don't know yet if it's going to be an issue, but it was when I was in build buy mode. And as you can see, I put the bed in, but then I test it to make sure she can actually get in there, and she can. So I just let her sleep as I decorate the rest of the house. And I don't think there was much else. I think these are just finishing touches. So yeah, so this is the new gameplay I'll have, and you know, if you want to watch it, you can. If you don't care either way, I'll be playing it. I'll be posting it anyways. So yep, I'll see you next time, and I hope you have a fantastic day, night. Yep, bye.